The Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is the latest addition to the Uncharted franchise and has finally made its way to the PC. This collection comprises two of the most popular games in the franchise, Uncharted The Lost Legacy and Uncharted 4 A Thief's End. As a fan of the series, I was eagerly anticipating the release on PC, especially because those two games are exactly the ones I hadn't played yet. Finally, I'd be able to play Uncharted in Ultrawide. Let's start with the positives. One of the most significant advantages of this collection on PC are the visual upgrades. The graphics in both games have been significantly improved with higher resolution textures and more detailed environments. The lighting effects, character models, and special effects all look stunning on PC, providing a cinematic experience that is unmatched by the console versions. The addition of ultra-wide monitor support further enhances the visual experience, making the game look even more impressive and immersive. And it works in both 21:9 and 32:9 without the need of any fixes. The PC version of the collection also offers several customization options, allowing players to tweak the graphics settings to their liking. This feature is particularly useful for those with lower-end PCs who may not be able to run the game at maximum settings. The game's customization options also allow players to tailor the experience to their preferences, making the game more accessible to a wider range of players. However, the Uncharted collection is not without its flaws. One of the most significant drawbacks on the PC version is the lack of proper keyboard and mouse support. While it can be played with keyboard and mouse, and in fact I did, the controls feel clunky and unresponsive. This is because the game was designed with a controller in mind and the keyboard and mouse controls feel like an afterthought. This can be especially frustrating for those who don't have a gamepad or simply don't want to use one, especially in fast-paced action sequences where this is very noticeable. The mouse aiming feels particularly bad since it doesn't accept raw data. Another issue with the PC version is the lack of optimization. The game is demanding on hardware resources, and even on high-end PCs, players may encounter frame rate drops at times, even stuttering and other technical issues. This can significantly affect the player's enjoyment of the game, and it is clear that the PC version was not optimized to run efficiently. Over time, they've improved upon this with patches, but you may still notice it from time to time. The game also lacks some of the accessibility features found in other PC games. For example, there is no colorblind mode, making it difficult for players with color vision deficiencies to play. This is a significant oversight that could have been easily addressed, and it detracts from the overall quality of the PC version. I personally have a friend who doesn't see the colors very well, and he would have liked that. Despite these issues, the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection on PC is still a fantastic addition to the franchise. The improved graphics, additional content, and ultra-wide monitor support all enhance the overall experience. The story, characters, and gameplay of both games are just as engaging and exciting as they were in the PlayStation consoles. One of the significant advantages of playing the collection on PC is the ability to mod the games. Mods can be used to enhance the graphics further, add new features, and tweak gameplay mechanics to the player's preferences. While mods can also introduce new issues, the ability to customize the game to the player's liking is a significant advantage of the PC version. In addition to that, you can play the game at higher frame rates, resulting in a smoother and more responsive gameplay experience, although the word responsive might not be quite right because of the keyboard mouse issue I mentioned before. This is particularly noticeable in action sequences where every millisecond counts. In terms of gameplay, both Uncharted The Lost Legacy and Uncharted 4 A Thief's End offer a great mix of action, exploration, and storytelling. The games have a well-balanced pacing with thrilling action set pieces intersected with quieter moments of exploration and character development. The puzzles, although not particularly challenging, are engaging and provide a break from the intense action sequences. I also want to mention that these games follow the 90s action movie rule, which states that no matter what happens to our guys, they are effectively an unstoppable force. 100 people may shoot at our protagonists and will not be able to hit them. They escape in a cinematic and bombastic fashion from sticky situations and crack jokes all the way while doing it. Basically what I'm saying is that you have to shut off your brain and enjoy the action. The voice acting and character animations in both games are outstanding, with the performances of the actors bringing the characters to life. The chemistry between the main characters Chloe and Nadine in The Lost Legacy, as well as Nathan Drake and his supporting cast in A Thief's End, are both particularly strong, making the player invested in their stories and relationships. Though I have to say that I absolutely hate Nadine's character in both games. She's so annoying, and while I love Laura Bailey's voice, she was absolutely the wrong person for this role. Not only does her voice absolutely not fit the looks of the character, but she's also struggling with what seems to be a forced British accent.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll let them know they need to give you a heads up before they do anything drastic.
Or you can tell them to sit tight until I analyze the few clues that haven't been blown up.
No, we can't sit around waiting any longer.
All due respect, I think I have a bit more experience with this sort of thing than you do.
We tried things your way.
Bullshit. You've been wanting to level this place ever since we got here.
No! I wanted to steal that cross long before it ever even made it to that auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way
But
to get the
instead of
cross.
going with my gut, I listened to you. And now we have competition.
Oh, well, I didn't think he'd show up.
Or maybe you wanted to draw him out.
One issue with the PC version of the collection is the lack of multiplayer modes. While the game's single player campaigns are excellent, the lack of multiplayer may disappoint some players who enjoyed this aspect of the console versions. However, this is a minor drawback compared to the overall package that the collection offers, and not something I particularly cared for in the first place. In conclusion, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is a worthy addition to the franchise, offering improved graphics, additional content, and customization options that enhance the overall experience. The game's engaging story, characters, and gameplay, coupled with the ability to mod and play at higher frame rates, make the PC version an attractive option for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series. While the lack of proper keyboard and mouse support, optimization issues, and the absence of some accessibility features detract from the overall quality of the PC version, these issues are relatively minor compared to the game's strengths. If you're a fan of the Uncharted franchise or looking for a thrilling adventure game to play on your PC, the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is definitely an excellent choice. With that having been said, I want to thank you for watching Game Filter, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, have a great day. This is Nino signing out.